parents. I'm Jody Moore. I'm your fifth graders ELA teacher. I wanted to alleviate some confusion with the homework assignments that your kiddos are working on through the week. So I thought I would walk you through it. Here's a little peek at what the kids see every day. This doesn't change. It's listed on Monday, and as soon as kids come in the door on Monday mornings, they sit down at their table, pull out their planner, and we walk through this step by step and plan it out. Everything should be written down while I'm explaining it and all that. If anybody's ever not here on Mondays, they can come right in on Tuesdays and jot it down and get caught up pretty easily. Here's a pretty good example of what the planners should look like. I know not everybody has the student planners, but that's totally fine. The kids have adapted and figured out how their particular planner works best for them. Everybody should write down what we had on the board. I stop and pause and tell them to write down every 20 minutes. And then as we walk through it, you can see that the kiddos pick a day that week that they're going to write it down. So this student opted to have no red ink written on Monday, Newsella and the word study both turned in on Friday, but your child's won't look exactly like this because we talked about priorities and scheduling and how no one really knows their schedule better than they do. If they know that they're going to be at church late on Wednesdays, then they know to get a little heavier on homework Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So we've spent a lot of time talking about this planner. We work on it on Monday mornings. We plan everything out for the entire week. If it's in the planner, then it is homework. They've got about 20 to 25 minutes in class each day to work on it as a workstation, but they will have homework if that isn't done. However, if it's not in the planner, don't even worry about it, whether you see it on Google Classroom or anything like that. So for the assignments that are written on the planner as a link, as an online homework assignment, everything goes through Google Classroom. If it is an assignment written on the planner, they'll come into Google Classroom. It defaults here to stream, but they need to get out of stream, click here on Classwork. Classwork allows students to see everything that's organized by date. So for example, this is this week's work, September 12th through the 16th. Students that have makeup work from last week know to come to the week before. On a side note, there are a couple of other topics that might be helpful that are just optional. One is I just threw in this fifth grade newsletter just so that the kids are able to view the newsletter that we send to you parents. But again, that's totally optional. Also this resources and links, which we review weekly and talk about that as being a resource for them. They can go to resource and links at any time to be able to access progress learning, which they use quite a bit in school. Their no red ink right here and Newsella. Again, that's only as a resource for them. Their main thing that they need to be working on is as soon as they click on Classwork, the top topic here is what they're currently working on. So that does not mean that everything in Google Classroom is their homework. We may do things, I'm going to post things online sometimes that I'm going to do in class with the kids. Google Classroom is not the point place to find assignments. So I just want to reiterate again that the point place to get all the information on what students need to be doing for homework, that's all going in the planner. So if it's not in the planner, then you don't need to worry about it, whether it's in Google Classroom or not. When we looked at what's on the board and what's on someone's planner, you probably noticed that there was one Newsella assignment for the week, and there was one no red ink assignment for the week. And here they are. So kids can just go straight to the link through Google Classroom. One here, one here. There should never be a time where kids feel like they have to be clicking all different kinds of links and going to all different kinds of places or doing any guesswork by checking on websites. There's zero reason for that ever. Right here is a perfect example of something that's in Google Classroom that is not written in the planner. So please just don't even worry about it. I'm working on it with the kids tomorrow, as a matter of fact. So I'm hoping that will help. I do want to show you once students click on their link, Newsella, they'll click on assignments and they'll be able to see this. This is their one weekly assignment for this week that is written in their planner. However, if it says older assignments and it says not viewed, that means that at some point they wrote it in their planner, but they didn't do it. This is the one that's this week. There's sometimes one article will be assigned and students will need to come into Newsella and click on that one assignment, read the article and take the quiz and the writing prompt. Sometimes the assignment will say, browse Newsella or free choice article in Newsella, which means that they, of course, can browse around for any topic they want and pick any article. Remember, they can do that for extra credit and it can replace low Newsella grades. This week is a text set assignment. So you'll see here that there's 4. When they click on this assignment, they'll notice here are the instructions, which of course I've gone over with the kids. It's on the board and I wrote it one more time in here. They select one article from this set, then they answer the writing prompt and take the quiz. So here they are off the text set. All the students have to do is pick one. That's Newsella. Again, they go through Google Classroom. They will click on their no writing assignment for subject verb agreement. There it is. And it should take them to this. If your students see one of these little bars, that means that they have work they need to do. Now, I have 4 little bars here because this is because I have 4 classes, but your student should only have 1 bar here that shows that they have an assignment left to do. And if you scroll down and it says late assignments, then somewhere along the line, your student probably wrote down on their planner that they needed to do one of these and it didn't get done. But as long as you don't see any bars here, that is a pretty good indicator that your student did the work that they were supposed to do this week. It'll say something about mastering topics. It will say work on whatever you want or something along those lines. Those are really the only 2 websites that we use. They're going to need to do 1 Newsella a week, 1 No Writing a week. It will be assigned in Google Classroom. Once in a while, I will have them write in their planner that they're doing a Savvis activity. You may notice in the planner today that the word study, the Greek and Latin roots word study is in their planner. They had the option to do it online or on paper, but online it was getting kind of glitchy, so I deleted it and everybody did it on paper this week. That hopefully cleared up a lot of questions, but of course, if you still have any, please do not hesitate to give me a call. Thanks.